G'day guys, how's it going? I'm Aaron Whitnall, this is ACW Sport, and here are my predictions for week 17 of the 2017-2018 Premier League season, starting at the London Stadium where West Ham host Arsenal, and following a massive win against Chelsea at the weekend. West Ham come into this full of confidence. Arsenal, though, they've obviously suffered a defeat to Man United and drawn against Southampton in recent games. And I think they're going to struggle again here at West Ham because West Ham they almost seem revitalised under David Moyes. They put in a very spirited performance at Man City and were unlucky to not get something there as well in recent games. So I see this game ending West Ham 1, Arsenal 1. I'm going to back Lanzini to score for West Ham, and I'm going to back Lacazette to score for Arsenal. I just think... like I said, because West Ham seems so revitalised, that's why they might be able to get something out of this game. But I just don't quite see them beating Arsenal. I see Arsenal maybe like the game against Southampton getting a late equaliser. Then on to Anfield. Liverpool will be looking to bounce back from their disappointing draw at home to Everton at the weekend. And I think they're going to. They host West Brom. And all I see is a 4-0 win for Liverpool. I'm going to back Mane, Salah, Coutinho and Firmino to all get on the score sheet for Liverpool. Just simply because I think Klopp will put all of them back in the team properly and just let them run riot. West Brom, as we know, are struggling very much. I just don't see them getting anything at Anfield because of that. I could potentially see them even dropping into the relegation zone over this round of games as well. Then on to Old Trafford. Manchester United, they host Bournemouth and will want to bounce back after their derby defeat. And I see that happening very much. I'm going Man United 3, Bournemouth 0. I think Juan Mata, Romelu Lukaku and Zlatan Ibrahimovic will all score for Manchester United in that game and see United bounce back. Then, talking of City, they travel to Swansea. I can only see this being a big City win. I'm going 4-0 to Manchester City in this game. I reckon Aguero will score twice and Jesus will score twice to just keep that City train rolling towards the Premier League title. Then, Tottenham, they host Brighton at Wembley. All I see is a 3-0 win for Spurs. After the performance against Stoke, I think they'll come into it full of confidence. I'm going to back Harry Kane to get a hat-trick in this game for Tottenham. Then Chelsea, after losing away at West Ham, they travel to Huddersfield. Very tough game because Huddersfield have been very good so far at home this season. Obviously beating United, really pushing Manchester City. And I think that Chelsea will just edge this. I think Huddersfield will give it a good go, but I just think Chelsea, especially after losing to West Ham, they'll want to bounce back. So I'm going to go Huddersfield 1, Chelsea 2. I think Mounier will get on the score sheet for Huddersfield, but I think Hazard will score twice for Chelsea. I think Huddersfield may take the lead, but Chelsea come back. So yeah, that's how I see that game ending up. Then Stoke, they travel to Burnley, who are having a phenomenal season. Stoke, of course, struggling big time, and I think their struggles will continue here. I see Burnley running out 2-0 winners, and I can see Chris Wood and Airfield getting on the score sheet in that game for Burnley. Then Newcastle, they host Everton at St James's Park. Dwight Gale's been in fantastic form recently, but of course Everton have been undefeated since Sam Allardyce has taken over, and I see Everton keeping up that undefeated run. I'm going Newcastle 1, Everton 2 at St James's Park. I reckon Gale will score for Newcastle, but I think Wayne Rooney will score twice for Everton to give them all 3 points. Then Southampton, they host Leicester at St Mary's. Leicester, as we know, under Claude Puel, have been in fantastic form since he took over. I think Charlie Austin will score because he's in a great run of form, but I do think Jamie Vardy will score twice to give Leicester a 2-1 win over Southampton there and continue their push back up the Premier League table as well. And then finally, Crystal Palace host Watford, and after becoming so close to beating Bournemouth at the weekend, I think Palace will give it another really good go against Watford. But Selhurst Park seems to be the place you go to watch draws this season, and that's all I can see this game being as well. I don't think Watford will lose it, but their form has been so up and down recently. I also think Palace will just have too much fight for Watford to get a win. So I'm going to go 2-2 in this game. I'm going to predict Zaha and Benteke to score. I think Benteke will make up for his missed penalty. But for Watford, I think Deeney and Gray will score for them. And they are my Premier League predictions for week 17. Do you agree with my predictions? Please comment below, let me know. As always, I'm Aaron Whitnall. This has been ACW Sport, and I will see you again soon.